Guys, here's the deal. One more week in Florida. Ever since I caught that big snook 2 days ago, I'm completely 100% addicted. I have so much going on. I have to work in 2 hours. I just got off of work. I have to do another thing in 2 hours. Trying to make up hours for work. Everything's going crazy. But all I know is I need to get back out there and try and catch snook. I wasn't able to yesterday. I'm going to be super busy this weekend. I might have an hour here, 2 hours there. I really need 2 hours because to get to where those snook were, it's a half-hour paddle. So it's going to be a half-hour paddle out there. We're going to fish for an hour. Then we're going to paddle back. Then get ready and go to work. Here we go. Well, it was 2 days ago. Hopefully those giant snook and the mullet and everything will still be in that same area because I know right where they were. It's also looking kind of gloomy over that way where I came from. Well, hopefully they'll be over there, and hopefully we can catch them. We have an hour, man. We have a little over an hour, but it's going to take, time to get over there. So, this is crazy, man. My life is crazy. My life is crazy, and now I'm addicted to freaking giant snook fishing. Well, we're in the hot spot where the snook were big time biting the last time. It's a bass rod, not a snook rod, but it'll do. An old junky Black Max reel. I don't really care if the salt water destroys it. This thing's on its last legs. The rod's brand new. I'd rather not use that in salt water, but you know what? As long as you rinse a rod off afterwards, they do just fine. There we go. There we go. There she is. There she is. What is that? Is that a snook or a redfish? That looks like a giant redfish. Not a snook. It is a big redfish. This is a fighting redfish. Now the question is, does it come home for dinner? I don't bring a stringer. Don't break the rod. Don't break the rod. Don't break the rod. Uh-oh. This ain't good. This ain't good. This ain't good. This thing's got a lot of fight in it, man. Redfish fight so hard. It's a nice redfish. He had a snook jig. We might not even land the thing yet. The thing's still fighting. So we gotta really tire him out. I guess I should have brought the net. That snook was so big last time, I didn't bother bringing the net. It's a nice redfish. It's about the same size as that other big one that I caught. Nah, this one's a little bit bigger. That's definitely my biggest. It's definitely my biggest. Definitely a PB. There we go, now he's off. I kind of want to get a measurement on him, but I don't want to keep him out of the water longer than I have to either. Let's just get a picture and let the thing go. He's all slimy now, though. Whatever, let's just let the thing go. Because I'm not going to keep him. I got him on video. If you less, maybe we can try and get a picture now while we revive him. I hate this. My hands get full of salt water. Pictures don't work. Oh. He went the minute I got the camera on him. The minute I got the camera on him, and he takes off. No picture. I drag on this. This is a 50-pound test. This drag is not loose. Look at how tight that drag is. The drag on this rod is really freaking tight, and he was zipping it. It's crazy. I think those things fight harder than snook. Well, we're starting to experience the winds of the impending storms, which means it's time to move. Also, it's time to leave anyway. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Kayak Outdoors. It's another day in paradise. My internship here in Florida is winding down. We're into our last couple of days. And of course, we're going to try and take advantage of it and get out fishing every day after work if we can. Yesterday, we did pretty decent for small fish, just bait fishing right off the dock here. and I really wanted to get out here and catch a bunch of small fish as bait, but unfortunately we just don't have time. So we're gonna go after them with artificials again today. I know exactly where the big schools of bait have been hanging out, and where those big redfish and snook and possibly even tarpon have been hanging out. So we're gonna head across the lagoon, hit that spot again with artificials, see what we can catch. It's gonna get dark in about 2 hours. However, I've got my headlamp with me, and I don't see why we couldn't do some dock light fishing tonight. Oh, the minute I turned the camera off, the second I turned the camera off, something freaking sloshed out of here, and it slammed the jig and broke me off right on the hit. Broke me off on the freaking hit. Looks like it broke right where the leader was tied on to my main line. That sort of sucks. Sucks for the fish. I hope he gets that jig out of his mouth. And it sucks for me too. I didn't even get to see it. I really didn't even get to feel it. I don't know, perhaps my drag is a tiny bit too hard when he hit. Yeah, I've got a pretty tight drag. I don't know. He just hit and it broke off. I never really did retie on that leader after the redfish the last time, so I guess that knot was getting worn. We're gonna loosen my drag a tiny bit and tie on a new leader and tie on a new jig. That was my only jig of that color. Alright, someone was just chasing bait right next to me. We got on a new jig. I really liked that white jig better because I felt like that matched the color of the bait that's jumping around here, but this is the only other big jig that I have with me, so holy F. Don't have much of a choice. Holy F. Alright. Don't have much of a choice. Big fish are busting out there, man. Is erupting into a freaking feeding frenzy all over the place. I'm assuming this stuff is getting chased. I'm not seeing the big mouth come up and bust, but like you do sometimes when the fish are scattering like that, you see the mouth come up and freaking bust. But I'm assuming that's got to be what's happening down here. It's got to be fish giving chase. Like that was a big fish that just swirled right there. Holy crap, guys. They're here. They're here. I'm small and stupid. It's got bigger. What is it? A catfish. A dang catfish on the Berkeley Gulp minnow. The feeding frenzy that was going on seems to have stopped. Oh, you gotta tangle my line like that. Ouch, like me. Catfish was not what I wanted to see. I'm bleeding pretty good right there where he spiked me. And in the palm of the hand too. A little bit bigger. A lot bigger. Slammed the Berkeley Gulp minnow as I was pulling it out of the freaking water. As I was pulling it out of the freaking water. Ooh, fish are starting to bust again. Life's back on again. Snook. Cool, first Berkeley Gulp minnow snook. I'm gonna put this up. Seems like a big one too. I don't think it's as big as the one I caught the other day, but definitely good size. Alright, well, switching to the Berkeley Gulp minnow seemed to be a good idea. Got 2 fish right off the bat. Maybe we did find something else that they are hitting on. It's gonna take me all the way to this dang dock over here. Alright, you're not driving me. That is another big one. That is another real big one. It's not quite as big as the one the last time, but still pretty big. Still pretty dang big. I'll take it. Uh-oh, he's taking me towards the mangroves. Uh-oh. Don't want to end up on this person's property either. Sorry, the fish is taking me there. Heading right for the dang shoreline. Alright. Maybe I should have set the dang anchor. Uh-oh. Dang it. I have to dang grab this thing. Open mouth, open mouth, open mouth. Got him. Now I got him. I can turn them sideways so they don't flop, apparently. Right in the roof of the mouth on the Berkeley Gulp minnow. Straight up our leader pretty good. I bumped up to a 60-pound leader after that other one broke off. Let's get a quick picture and let him go. You want to get back out there. I'm going to have to retie that leader, though. And these things do tear them up pretty darn good. Cool, another big old snook. I'm going to just let him go. I'm not going to measure that one because I know he's smaller than my PB, which is that, 39 inches or whatever the heck that other one was. For all that fighting. And then it takes him a while to want to get going. Alright, I'm going to start paddling out of here. While he's hanging on to my thumb still. Get some water going between his gills. Let's go the other way. There we go. There he goes. Alright. Well, that was fun. We finally got a decent fish. Oh, I should have looked for my freaking jig in his mouth. I forgot to check. Probably that fish probably spat it by now. I missed another one that bit right in front of the dang kayak. Look at that sunset, guys. Beautiful sunset going on right now. Absolutely beautiful. Gonna miss Florida. Gonna miss having this in my backyard. This is my backyard, guys. I launched behind my house. The Indian River Lagoon. Just gorgeous. And as you can see, good fishing when you find a school of bait fish. Alrighty, well, we are officially transitioning to night fishing mode. Alright, here we are at the lamp. Let's see if we can pull out one more snook. Once again, we can't get any of these fish to bite. Let's just head up to this lamp and see what these crazy fish are. I see snook. Are those snook? Yeah, those are snook. There's snook everywhere under here, man. So many snook. Alrighty, folks. Well, definitely fish under here. Yeah, this light, but we can't seem to get them to bite for nothing. Ooh, I just saw a snook turn. Definitely snook in here. Look how many fish are under there, man. Mostly catfish, but there's definitely snook mixed in with them. I only got one. Let's not let it, what do I got? Catfish. Of course it was a catfish that grabbed it and not the snook. What I'm doing right now is actually kind of borderline unethical anyway. Getting right up under the dang lamp. But I'm getting desperate. Ouch. Okay, he's free. Alrighty guys, well, we're officially calling it quits. Just those two catfish and the one big snook. I'm happy with that. Unfortunately, we didn't catch anything at that snook lamp. That's frustrating because you could see the fish under it. I just couldn't get them to bite. I could even see the snook chasing bait. I was watching them chase minnows and stuff and eat stuff, but they didn't want to eat anything I was throwing at them. I know it's kind of unethical to get as close to the lamp as I did. I don't think anybody really fishes this area. It's a long ways from any boat launch. The owners of that lamp, I'm pretty sure, are back home in New York. And I really wanted to show you guys the fish, show you what those lights underwater are all about. I mean, it's amazing the amount of fish that those things attract. Just caught the one catfish under it though. Didn't catch any snook, but I still had a good time today. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next fishing adventure, and be sure to subscribe.